because mentoring, yeah. You may go on, sir. No issues.
Yeah, all right. Yeah. So we are trying to find the simple solutions for success, actually. So in this mentoring session, what the institution wants us to deliver is about success, how to become successful in life, and what are the different roadmaps in order to become in order to find out a successful behavior, to reach a successful behavior. So basically, for that successful process, in order to become a successful person or personality, what the institution wants us, or what we want you guys to, as an exemplary thing and as an example, we would like to bring the life and the development and improvement that the coach, as a basketball coach, Mr. John Wooden, who uh, was actually the coach of the basketball coach of UCLA team. UCLA is the University of California. University of California, Los Angeles. One second, students are coming in.
So do you want me to present the original page? This is not visible even to me in the laptop.
The picture?
The pyramid. Yeah.
Yeah.
But actually, okay. Yeah, it's visible for me.
If you have a different one, please do it.
I mean, it's visible, but we can't actually read the. Can you read it? There it's a. I don't think we can read the.
No, I'll do one thing. I'll stop the presentation and you can do a presentation.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, please.
Sure. It's the original page, that's all.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, the topic is about a pyramid of success. So we'll be dealing with a pyramid, the basic pyramid, on the different aspects of a pyramid and what all are required, what all are the ingredients, what all are the building blocks in order to reach the pinnacle, the zenith of that particular pyramid. All right. So John Wooden is basically, he was a basketball player, a legendary basketball player, and a legendary basketball coach as well. And he was known for his success with the UCLA Bruins. UCLA is the University of California in Los Angeles and in United States of America. And he was also nicknamed as the Wizard of Westwood. He won around 10 the National Collegiate Athletic Association championships, the internal championships, the intranational championships in the United States of America. Within 12 years, he won 10 of the championship, 10 titles in 12 years. See the amount of the effort, the amount of demand as a basketball coach he became, John Wooden. So 7 of which were consecutive. That's also more important. 7 consecutive wins for a coach for the same team, UCLA Bruins, and he was named the National Coach of the Year 6 times. He was the National Coach of the United States for 6 years, and during his time at UCLA, at the University of California in Los Angeles, Wooden also set a men's basketball record of 88 consecutive wins. He also set a men's basketball record of 88 consecutive wins. That includes the finals as well. So Wooden managed to make an impact as a coach. He managed to make an impact as a coach, a leader, a leader and teacher to not only his players, but to people all over the country. Remember these things, how to become a great leader, how to become a teacher, not as a professional teacher, but how to share values with others. So he managed to make an impact as a coach. Coach in the sense he was a facilitator, he was a guide, he was a friend, he was everything to his players, his students actually. So he managed to make an impact as a coach. He managed to make the impact as a leader, how to lead a society, how to lead a community of players, and how to become a teacher to not only his players but to the people all over the country. So he was basically a role model for the entire country. So people were looking at his ideas, his ideologies, his changes, and his motivation with the team UCLA. So this pyramid of success, that was his, the pyramid of success is actually his finding, John Wooden's finding. And the pyramid of success is a visual and verbal representation of his concept of what it takes to succeed. So basically, he created this pyramid of success. You can find the pyramid of success from the presentation, but we'll go into the depth of meaning very soon. All right. So in order to become successful in career, in order to become successful in life, what all are required, what all are the ingredients that are to be done, to be made in order to add the building blocks of pyramid of success. So these are the concepts which are actually created, calibrated by John R. Wooden. So this is basically called the John R. Wooden course. That's the course that's been taught, in and across the country of the United States, and now we are also taking it as part of our mentoring session. So the pyramid represents 15 fundamental values. So basic values, 15 fundamental values are included, and 10 supporting attributes that attribute to the fundamental values and that he believes are. And why he added these 15 fundamental values and 10 supporting attributes, altogether 25 attributes there, because he believes they are the prerequisites for a leader and an organization whose goal is to perform at the highest level of which they are capable. So they are the basics, they are the essentials, or they are the prerequisites for a leader and an organization. So one thing that you should remember, that you should understand, is that leadership quality is among the topmost, or among the 10 essential, or among the 10 core values that are required in the 21st century. Everyone should become leader. Everyone should strive to become a leader, so that this, as you know, that this is an era of competition, extreme level of competition, higher level of competition, wherever you go, be it in your academics, or be it in your professional life, or in your career, or in your family life. You can find these kind of challenges in front of you, many kind of challenges in front of you. Everywhere you should showcase some kind of leadership attitude, leadership quality, especially to the society as well. So how to become a good leader for the society, and how to create a good organization as well. So these are some of the prerequisites that John Wooden would like to bring in and drag in our attention in order to understand and to become successful personalities in our life. So prerequisites for a leader and an organization whose goal is to perform at the highest level. So the basic thing, or basic idea of the prerequisites, or the supporting attributes, or the fundamental values which he mentions, are actually to perform at the highest level. So you all need to perform at the highest level. You all have to reach the zenith, or the pinnacle of success. That is what we need, of your career, of your professional life, of your personal life. You should have no match. So that means everyone should be at par, of which they are capable. Wooden used this pyramid as a foundation for his players. So he basically created this foundation, this course, in order to develop, in order to motivate his young players, especially, and his staff, and himself throughout his career. So he was a self-motivator as well. That was also more important thing. So he was not only a motivator for his players, not only a motivator for his staff, not only for his country, the entire country, not only for his world, and himself, especially for himself as well. He was a self-motivator. So that is what is required. So self-dependency is an important thing that you should have to understand from that particular line, and as a self-motivator. Every chosen value has a specific role and place within the pyramid, and when executed, can bring success to individuals and organizations alike. So, in this pyramid, from this pyramid, what you will find is that you will definitely find you can bring success to individuals and organizations alike together. So today, the pyramid of success is used by schools, teams, families, and corporations. Okay, so we are going into in detail of the pyramid, with starting with the first quality or the first value, the fundamental value. Out of the 15 fundamental values, the first one is nothing but industriousness. Industriousness. I hope that you understood the word, because we have been hearing this word. We have been listening to this particular term, industriousness, over the past 10, 15 years, for you especially, because when you were in the school, your teachers also might have specifically remarked by saying that industriousness as a quality of a student. So industriousness, there is no substitute for work. Worthwhile results come from hard work and careful planning. So basically, an industrious person is he put in a lot of painstaking effort. He put in a lot of hard work in order to become successful in his life. No, it's basically careful planning. Planning carefully is industriousness. It's a kind of people who have this attitude of becoming excellent in their career. In order to become successful in their career, they need to be painstaking efforts required. So you should be hardworking enough to come out in flying colors. That is industriousness. And the second thing is loyalty. Loyalty to yourself and to all those depending upon you. You should have to showcase your quality, that is special quality called loyalty to yourself. First thing, to yourself. Love yourself. Like loyalty, you should have to showcase loyalty to yourself and to all those depending upon you. If you are loyal to yourself, definitely you will be loyal to others as well. So keep your self-respect. You have to respect yourself. You have to, there should be some kind of self motivation from that should come out, that should sprout from your mind as well, in order to reach the career of growth. And the third thing is alertness. Alertness. Be observing constantly. The most important skill of observation. The most important skill of observation. Stay open-minded. Be eager to learn and improve. So alertness, you know that. Be observing constantly, because everywhere you can find chances. Everywhere you can find points. From everywhere you can get lessons. So you should be alert. Stay open-minded as well. You need to accept everything, be it religion, or be it negative remarks on you. You should be open-minded. Be it politics as well. You should be open-minded. We are all human beings. There is nothing but human beings left in this earth, in this world. So alert. Be eager to learn and improve. You should have to be eager to learn and improve, in the sense that learning or education must be a lifelong process. It should lead to your graveyard as well. That is the best way to update yourself. That's the best way to refresh and rejuvenate your brain. So be eager to learn and improve. Self-learning, understanding. You don't need to go to an institution, or you don't need to sit within the four walls of a classroom in order to learn. Be open-minded, so that that quality of eagerness will also develop the ability to learn and to improve. So alertness is the third quality. So industriousness, loyalty, alertness. And the third one, initiative. Cultivate the ability to make decisions and think alone. Do not be afraid of failure, but learn from it. So initiative means cultivate the ability to make decisions and think alone. Don't depend on others. Because sometimes, many of our people, majority of our students are, kind of, they are not used to make decisions on their own. They normally depend on others. They normally depend on internet. They don't want to create their own, ideas and thoughts into the field of education, the field of academics or learning. So cultivate. You need to find out new solutions to develop the ability to make decisions and thinking alone. So do not be afraid of failure. So once failure happened, do not be afraid of failure. That doesn't mean that you'll be always a failure. If you have faced failure, you have to learn from it. That's a basic theory which we have received from our parents as well and from our friends as well. Do not be afraid of failure. Whatever failure in your life, in your exams, in your relations, but learn from it. Okay, that's an initiative. Cultivate the ability to make decisions and think alone. And the next one is enthusiasm. Much needed, building block, actually, much needed ingredient in the building block. So enthusiasm. So it brushes off upon those with whom you come in contact. You must truly enjoy what you're doing. Enthusiasm. That vibe, what do you call it? In the modern terms, that vibe of understanding, that enthusiasm of to know more, to learn more. Otherwise, if you're not enthusiastic enough to understand things, you'll be a failure. So don't try to become a failure. You should induce yourself in order to become a successful person in life. All right. So initiative, enthusiasm, and the next one, most important, is self-control. Self-control. So practice self-discipline and keep emotions under control. Good judgment and common sense are essential. So practice self-discipline. Discipline starts from yourself, not from your home. Yourself. It starts from your personal belongings. It starts from your personal room. So practice self-discipline. From your brain, it has to develop, and keep emotions under control. At times, that's not possible, but still, you have to try. You have to practice keeping emotions under control, whatever emotions. So practice self-discipline and keep emotions under control. And good judgment and common sense are essential. Good judgment, a fair judgment, is required in all means, because we are in the 21st century. We are facing a lot of challenges. In all fields, in all phases of life. So you have to have some kind of good judgment. And without that you won't become a successful person. Don't always rely or depend on others' judgment for your life. So you try to become a good judge in your life in order to find a solution for your problems, in order to find a self-tracking, roadway, self-tracking pathway to reach the zenith of success. So good judgment and common sense, basic thing. Common sense is basic, one of the basic things. Common sense, that thinking capacity, that simple thing which is left behind in your brain, somewhere in the brain, that common sense is required. As a normal person, you need common sense. So that is self-control. And next important thing is nothing but friendship. So it comes from mutual esteem, respect, and devotion. You know that. You know better than me about friendship. It comes from mutual esteem. First thing is self-esteem. You should have to respect yourself, and then you need to respect your friends. Then you need to share the esteem between you and your friends. It's kind of self-respect and mutual respect. So mutual esteem, mutual respect, and devotion. So comes from mutual esteem, respect, and devotion. Very important thing in friendship as well. Like marriage, it must not be taken for granted, but requires joint effort. So like marriage, friendship is also like marriage, as per John Wooden. So it need a mutual esteem, respect, and devotion. Without that, it won't work properly. So like marriage, it must not be taken for granted, but requires joint effort. Okay. Cooperation. With all levels, next one is cooperation. Cooperation, again, another aspect of friendship as well. And in organization level also, we need cooperation. So with all levels of your co-workers, listen if you want to be heard. Be interested in finding the best way, not in having your own way. So another important aspect which is required, which is essential in 21st century, or the core skill which you need to showcase in 21st century, is teamwork, which is called cooperation, which is mentioned as cooperation here. So teamwork and collaboration, that is a much required skill for you guys in the 21st century. So with all levels of your co-workers, with all levels of your colleagues, of your classmates, your friends, listen. First thing, listen if you want to be heard. First thing, always be a good listener. Listen to whatever your friends and your teachers or your fellow colleagues or your co-workers are saying. Listen, and then you answer. Listen if you want to be heard. Or first and most important thing is that you need to be a good listener in order to be listened by others. That's also an important thing. So be interested in finding the best way, not in having your own way. It's also an important thing. Be interested in finding the best way. So be interested and cooperate with others in finding the best way. So collaborate with others in order to find the best way, not in having your own way. It's not possible. You are working, or you are a part of a team. In a team, you should have a collaborative effort, not your own way. You can't travel in your own way. That's not possible. There is no use of cooperation. There is no use of something called teamwork and collaboration. So cooperation ends there. All right. And the next one is intentness. Intentness. I mean, or I intended to, things like that. So intentness is basically concentration. You concentrate and focus on certain things. Why these people are coming late? Yeah. So intentness. Set a realistic goal. You should be focused enough. You should be focused enough in your life. You should have to set a realistic goal. 10 years down the line or 5 years down the line, where I should be placed, those things you should keep in mind. You should have a fair bit of idea about what should happen after 10 years, or what should happen after 5 years, where I will be placed. Now think of that, and then you set a realistic goal. Think of that. Concentrate on its achievement by resisting all temptations and being determined and persistent. If you have set a goal, you have created something like an aim, which will be accomplished after 5 years or after 10 years. From now on, you should concentrate on its achievement. From now on, you should concentrate on the realization of what your goal is. Concentrate on its achievement by resisting all temptations and being determined and persistent. You have set a realistic goal. You have a goal in mind. You have an aim in mind. And with that aim, you should be focused, and you will have to be determined and persistent enough to reach that destination. That is important. You should have to reach that destination. You should have to face a lot of challenges, a lot of hurdles and obstacles in front of you when you travel, when you run. You will have to face a lot of temptations as well. But being determined and persistent, if you are determined, if you are focused, if you are concentrated enough and persistent, you will definitely reach that goal. So think of that, intentness. The next one is confidence. Confidence, important thing. So respect without fear is confidence. It's kind of respect without fear. That respect of yourself is confidence, self-confidence. And you should have that confidence, the amount of confidence, that particular frequency and volume of confidence in your mind in order to reach success. May come from being prepared and keeping all things in proper perspective. So this confidence will come from being prepared. So you have set your goal there, You have already planned about your future. It will come definitely. Confidence will definitely come when you are prepared. You have prepared yourself. You have set everything in your mind. So keeping all things focused, keeping all things in the proper perspective, in the aperture, what will happen? You will be confident. You will be confident enough to reach that goal. Be it any kind of obstacles in front of you, but you will reach there, definitely. And the next one, skill, a knowledge of and the ability to properly and quickly execute the fundamentals. So you have fundamentals in your mind. So you have already laid down the fundamentals for the betterment of your life. Now, what you need to do is that you should have that quality, that particular ability in order to execute the fundamentals. So be prepared and cover every little detail. That skill is required. That skill, essential skill is required in order to reach the goal. Then next one, team spirit, a genuine consideration for others. Team spirit, as mentioned before, in cooperation, it's almost the same. So team spirit, a genuine consideration for others, an eagerness to sacrifice personal interest of glory for the welfare of all. So in this world, we have to be part of, we have to be part of a team, an eagerness to sacrifice personal interest of glory for the welfare of all. And you should have to focus about the welfare of others as well, not just for you. Please don't be please don't be selfish. A genuine consideration for others is required now. There are others who need your support. There are others who require that particular kind of pamperness from you. You should be available to others as well. All right. And the next one is poised. Poise. Just being yourself. You're focused. You're aimed. Just being yourself, being at ease in any situation, never fighting yourself, no clash with you. The inner you should understand the outer you. Your inner mind should have to lit the ability of success in you. So just being yourself, being at ease in any situation, like Captain Cool, being at ease in any situation, never fighting yourself. What will happen if you fight yourself? You will definitely fail. So just being yourself, being at ease, keep calm, be tranquil, keep cool, you will be poised. And condition. Next one is condition. Mental, moral, and physical condition. Your mental, moral, and physical condition should be the best. Rest, exercise, diet must be considered. So in order to maintain a value for your mental, moral, and physical well-being, you should have to go through. You should have rest in your life. Ample rest is required. Essential thing is exercise. Regular exercise is required, at least for 5 days a week. And diet must be considered. Moderation must be practiced with others. Dissipation must be eliminated as well from you. Next one, the last one, competitive greatness. Be at your best when your best is needed. Be at your best when your best is required. Enjoyment of a difficult challenge. So you have a difficult challenge in front of you. So be at your best when your best is required. All right. So those are the characteristics or the fundamentals or the attributes which are required in order to reach the goal of your life, the aim of your life, as per John Wooden, the great coach, the legendary coach of UCLA Bruins. So, Shindu Miss, that was the topic basically. So, what were the activities?
Thank you, sir. And I think we can just mention what you're supposed. The time is very limited. We
Yes.
only have like 5 minutes or so to actually. Yeah, 5 to
we
maybe
normally
7 minutes.
we normally wind up at 2 o'clock. Our sessions are like
So yeah, I think that may happen. We did something similar the last week as well. So the next session, what we are the points that you can actually think of before you join. You can actually join the individual sessions by your mentors now. So, and in case of second years, I don't know. In case of third years, all the third years may join my class. And first year, Kirti ma'am is already there, and second years can stay back. And you
Yeah,
can think of which characteristics you identify
exactly.
with.
Exactly.
And then, if you do not understand any, you can ask now. And yeah, and the other points we'll discuss in our groups, separate groups. So thank you, Blessing sir, for that session. Probably we'll have a session in your style, in your time. That would be great as well.
Let's see.
We'll have one.
Okay.